Last part of the Star Trek Online story series had us rendezvous with Captain Lorca, the non-Mirror Universe version, on a supply run, where we then took aboard Klingon House Mukai prisoners that he had taken during Operation Riposte. As he had to stay behind at Pryor's world with his task force to defend it, we were asked to take the prisoners to a secure facility. For this, Commander Ellen Landry has come aboard to guide us there. Additionally, the Buran has become infected by a Klingon virus that is wreaking havoc with its systems, yet despite engaging the Klingons several times, we've not suffered from the same computer issues.
We've arrived at the coordinates, Captain. We're being hailed.
And targeted on screen.
Your presence in this system is unexpected. Transmit secure clearance codes now.
Warden Vosker, is it? Hi, this is Lieutenant Hale.
Awaiting transfer of codes. I should remind you that all of our defense systems are active, Captain. Vosker out.
Did you just hang up?
That he did, Captain. Shall I transmit the security clearance codes?
I think you better before we're blown up by our own security systems. Currently, we're being targeted by every defensive platform within range of the prison facility.
Transmitting initial sequence now. Lieutenant Kerwin, begin beta security code transmission on my mark. Mark.
Our clearance is sent across and the hostile turrets stand down. They take security very seriously.
Very much so, Captain. Possibly more than they enjoy oxygen and comfortable socks. Transmission complete. The station is hailing us now. Shall I put them through?
Oh, yeah, please.
You're cleared for approach. Proceed to the following coordinates, and prepare for prisoner transfer via shuttlecraft. Vosker out.
Very good, and may I compliment you on your choice of facial hair? Okay, he hung up. So this facility is 4027. We have not visited this prison before in the series, but it is the same design and sort of high security Federation prison that Facility 4028 is based on, which we do visit in 2409 to release the founder and head of the Dominion. The warden of that prison was a hologram based on the very individual that runs this facility. Star Trek Online continues the tradition of creating lore reasons for the reuse of assets. As we approach, Landry pulls us aside.
A word, if you please.
Certainly, sir. Commander. Sorry, you outrank me, but what's in your mind?
It's about Warden Vosker. I've served with him before, and there are some things about his character you should be aware of.
Well, he seems very terse and security-minded, but what else?
Serving here allows Vosker to use methods and practices that would not fly on a starship. Some of his morals are fluid, perhaps dangerously so. Look, I'm not sure what Starfleet Command knows about him, but he still has command of the facility. Permission to speak freely?
Granted. Over here. Okay, dish.
There are those in Starfleet who are more focused on results than the cost of achieving those results. Vosker is such a man. The Admiralty didn't order these prisoners here by chance. They want Vosker to get results by any means necessary. That doesn't work for me, or Captain Lorca. The ends do not justify the means. I intend to make sure the price we pay here isn't too great. I don't want to look back on this day with regret, or worse.
Thanks for the heads up, and I agree that doesn't work for me either. If we get the chance, I'd like to see what he gets up to.
My team has the prisoners prepped for transfer. Are you ready to head to the facility?
We position ourselves for the shortest possible shuttle ride and make to leave. I don't know what goes on here, and that's the problem. Starfleet Command might use the clandestine nature and distance to save its conscience, but I would like to see what these costs are.
Welcome to Facility 2047. I'm Warden Vosker. Computer, update the log to finalize the transfer of prisoners to this facility. Authorization Vosker Sigma 9. We'll take it from here. A reminder, all data relating to this facility is classified. Now, if there's nothing else, I have a prison to run. Feel free to show yourselves out.
Well, you see, that shuttle's actually on loan, so I'm treating it carefully, giving it some time to rest, and Landry would like a word.
Thank you. Hadrian, it's been a long time.
Well, not long enough. Was there anything of substance you wish to discuss, or are we done here?
Okay, fine, I was trying to be coy about it, but we just want to make sure you're going to treat the prisoners right.
As in, according to Starfleet regulations, Hadrian, not your own personal code of conduct. Listen, we don't have to like each other. In fact, I'm pretty sure that's an impossibility at this point. What we need to do is work together in upholding the ideals and laws of the Federation.
Are you finished? Look, the Federation is the promise of a better future. I buy into that. Beautiful dream. People love to talk about it. What nobody wants to talk about are the hard choices it takes to make that dream come true. Every day, the Klingons remind us, though. And we pay the price in blood, sweat, and tears. So unless you're ready to learn some hard truths, I suggest you return to your ship and move along.
At the very least, I will not send these men into your care without knowing the consequences. Hard truths may be bitter, but I need to see them. I'd like to see the mine from where the dilithium comes.
Yeah, why don't you show us everything you do here, Warden? Enlighten us. Show us how you're keeping the Federation safe from all enemies, foreign and domestic. Hey, we'll even take notes.
Exactly, and a fresh perspective might help.
Wonderful. The prisoners are being processed. I'm sure they're being treated well. Better than the Klingons treated the innocent civilians of Pryor's world, for example. If you'll follow me. Johnson, give me a status report.
Wrapping it up now, sir. Medical scans and contraband search all came back in the green.
So while the scans were underway, the Klingons were kept in this processing area. But one has been separated.
Warden, there's increased comms from the Starfleet vessel stationed at Pryor's world. It sounds like there's another fight with the Klingons there.
Oh man, sounds like we slipped out just in time. Are they requesting for backup at all?
I'm not sure. Sorry, the signal's garbled. Some sort of interference is breaking it up, and I'm just getting fragments. So far, it sounds like the trouble is on the planet's surface.
Should we go back? Thoughts, Commander Landry?
We have our orders, and no distress signal is being sent. That being said, I'd feel a hell of a lot better if I were back on the Baran, Captain. I've got the feeling the Klingons are about to make another big push at Pryor's world.
Of course. As XO, it must be a pain to be away from your ship for so long. We'll get you back as soon as we can.
Fine. In the meantime, we have a job to do here. Johnson, put the Priority 2 prisoners into Gen Pop. I'll make sure our Priority 1 guest gets into MaxSec where he belongs. Captain, Commander, let's get this over with.
After you, Warden. So the prison itself is heavily guarded with both internal security staff and automated systems. There are several security turrets and numerous cameras and force fields that record everything, while the processing area passes into 2 more wings of the prison, high security and general population. Looks like Aakar is going to be escorted to the high security zone.
Got a nice cell waiting for you, Mokai. Move!
I'm not sure leaving the prisoners here with him is wise, Commander.
What are you hens clucking about back there?
Just wondering what you have in mind for our prisoners, Hadrian.
Nothing the Admiralty hasn't authorized before.
That's unsettlingly vague.
Johnson here. Operation reports a malfunction in primary systems and recommends a reboot.
Johnson, contact engineering. And keep an eye on things until I'm finished. Vosker to engineering. The bridge to isolation is acting up. Fix it, now! Finally. Now deal with these malfunctions.
Malfunctions common around here, Warden?
Understood, sir. Wait. What the... Sir, the primary deflector grid just went offline.
The shields spontaneously dropped. This is too familiar.
Look out! Klingons!
Johnson, initiate full lockdown. And get those shields back up, now!
Klingons beam in all around us and even into corridors that are still separated by the chasm.
Johnson? Come in, Johnson. Damn, we've lost comms.
Or we lost Johnson.
They're coming for you. Are you ready?
All right, let's get this over with.
Tachek!
Nice. Same to you, Haribach. Come on, stupid piece of work, damn it!
Problem, Hadrian?
I can't get the bridge to extend. We need to think of an alternative.
That didn't sound good. We need to get out of here, right now! Let me help you! Hurry!
We don't have time for this. Let him fall. He's just a Klingon.
We are Starfleet! Since you've obviously forgotten, that is not how we operate.
Whatever. Let's get moving.
Haribach!
I don't have time for this. If we can't put the prisoner in one of these cells, we'll have to take him back to processing. It's not ideal, but it'll do till we get things under control.
Agreed, Hal. Tour can wait. Klingons. I wonder if they followed us here. Could be that there were more ships that just didn't engage us over priors and they just followed us here, but if that was the case, why didn't they just attack us en route? Ahead, we can see that without the shields, more Klingons have boarded the station and are now searching the corridors. So we engage them. I guess it's a good job we insisted on hanging around then.
Let's stow this guy quickly.
Relax. His new home's right over here. And he's gonna be here a very long time.
I believe you have something that belongs to me. Aakar will be leaving with me.
He's not going anywhere, lady. I'm gonna...
Ha! You were saying, if only you had shields to block our transporters. Our paths cross once again. If only I had the time to end you. Like I ended your captain.
You two know each other?
Try to die well. Ketris, Jordi, true.
Wonderful.
Cover me while I get the shields back online.
Kerwin, help him while we hold them off.
Yes, Commander.
Son of a... Those disruptors hurt. Do your jobs, idiots.
Jula again, and this time she took back our prisoner. That's 2 victories she's had against us now. The Klingons continue to beam in and attack in waves.
I can't get this done if they keep shooting me.
This is a phase of the mission where we have to keep Warden Vosker safe so he can try to open the door for us.
Those disruptors hurt. Do your jobs, idiots.
He doesn't make it easy.
Son of a... those disruptors hurt. Do your jobs, idiots.
with systems going wrong from shields to simple door and barrier controls around the station, I think the Klingon virus has made its way into this system too, somehow.
Damn it! Get over here and cover me!
Sorry, wouldn't want the disruptors to singe your moustache.
I can't get this done if they keep shooting me!
Eventually the waves stop, but I'm so bad at defending Vosker that I literally end up fighting through comedic levels of Klingon forces. Like, I could have destroyed the entire army by myself at this stage if they just kept attacking 8 at a time. But eventually the galaxy runs out of Klingons.
I'd hold off on any celebrations. Long-range sensors are picking up a Klingon battle group, approaching at high warp. Without the turrets, they'll eventually knock our shields down and finish us off for good. Shit, it's only a matter of time.
Well, I'm not one to pass up experience. Landry, options?
Lieutenant Kerwin can get those turrets back online. We just need to buy him enough time to get the job done.
So Cohen can stay here and I'll return to the Pleiades and engage the Klingons before they reach the station. Maybe we can hold them at bay long enough to get the turrets back on our side.
This isn't time for heroics. One ship against a Klingon fleet? That's suicide and you know it. Face it, we're done here. Let's get essential personnel to your ship and get the hell out of here while we're able.
You want to abandon the prison, but what about all the prisoners that are still here? We're not the only ones. You can't let them fall to the Klingons. Sure, the Klingons might rescue theirs, but there are others here.
Captain, the turret grid just came back online. Wait, oh no. That's bad. The turrets are scanning for Starfleet vessels. They've been set to see them as targets. It's that damned virus.
Yeah, I suspected that was the case after the shields went.
It's just like what happened at Pryor's World. They turned our own defense grid against us, and then mopped up what was left after the chaos.
Well, then I'll just have to hug close to the prison and stay out of range of the turrets.
How did a Klingon virus get into our system? Klingons didn't even know about this place until
We arrived with their prisoners.
Of course, those clever bastards. It's a genetic sequencing virus. We did a full medical scan of the Klingon prisoners when we brought them aboard the Baran, and another one when they were brought aboard this facility. But
we never did any medical scans between the Baran and my ship.
Fortunately, or your ship would be dealing with the virus too. Somehow they've managed to embed it within the DNA of one or more of the prisoners. If we can identify the difference between the artificial and natural bases, we should be able to isolate the viral code and purge it from the system.
Well, get started then. Any idea on a time estimate for that, though?
Maybe 5 minutes?
Alright, that is a lot faster than I thought. We have a plan, let's do it. We make our way back to our shuttle. Funnily enough, I don't want to risk the prison's transporter system. Once we're well out of range of Vosker, Landry gives vent to her frustration.
Son of a... I can't believe he got away. After all that we went through here, anything he does from here on out is on me.
No, it's on the Klingons.
You shouldn't beat yourself up for doing the right thing here. Besides, if we get him and Jaula, we can just pretend it was all part of the plan, right?
Yeah, see? Commander Patel's got it. We'll save the day, get both of them, and write a glowing report.
Alright. You win. But we still have a lot of work to do before, we single-handedly end the war and get promoted to Fleet Admiral. So let's get up to your ship and go after them.
Jaula to Tavip attach. We have what we need. Leave the prison for the rest. Play to Schmidt! People jump!
Captain, one of the Klingon vessels is hailing us.
Well, we only need to stall them for 5 minutes, so, put them on screen and hold position.
Starfleet vessel, you are outnumbered and unable to flee. If you wish your crew to survive, stand down and prepare to be boarded. Refuse, and we will give you all an honorable death.
Your offer is most gracious. Let's discuss this. Quickly, raise the shields, arm the weapons. Oh, you didn't close the view screen.
A warrior's death, then. Good. I wouldn't have it any other way. Perhaps we will meet face to face in glorious combat when I board your vessel to take it as my prize.
Yeah, well, come and get it. About turn, take us back to the station. So, honestly, we really don't want to venture too far from the station as the defensive turrets are targeting Starfleet IFFs instead of anything else. This computer virus was coded into Klingon DNA, and scanning it through our medical systems replicates the bad code, which then sets about a specific number of functions. First, it tries to drop shielding, disrupting any systems it finds along the way, and then it seeks to turn anything weapons-related against us, which is a similar situation we had with Paramount's weapons systems, because we had to bypass the standard phase control and reinforce our own new subroutines, especially in protecting the targeting systems. A similar thing has happened here, it's just with an entire defensive grid. We take out the first wing of Bird of Prey, and then a Shack battlecruiser closes in, flanked by more birds. In order to split up the forces, I have a bit of a plan. We break line of sight with our pursuer to reduce incoming damage, hugging the very asteroid 4027 is built into for protection. This also reduces their mobility, and then we turn the tables, closing in on them. We then aim to repeat this trick with the rest of the forces, shaking up their attack wings and forcing them into our crosshairs on our terms.
Yes, we did it! The defense satellites are back on our side.
Just as another larger Bortus-class battlecruiser arrives to attempt to finish us off.
We've lost the advantage here. All ships, withdraw at once.
The myriad of Klingon vessels are now turning tail and fleeing as our defensive network is restored, and the Bortus-class leader is the last vessel to limp away, eager as it was to pursue us deep into our web. It transfers as much of its power as it can spare into its engines to get away from us. We continue firing until it's out of range. And then the defensive network starts firing on it too.
Good news, Captain. Latest sensor reports show all Klingon vessels are either destroyed or retreating. I think we did it.
You know what? 5 minutes can be a very long time. But you're right. Patch me through to Kerwin.
Kerwin here. Captain, all systems are clear over here. Not reading any Klingon ships on sensors either. Did we do it?
Now we did it. Oh, but yes, Kerwin. Well done. The systems are restored and we drove the Klingons back. However, Jula did get a car.
Captain, if it's all the same to you, I recommend we retrieve Lieutenant Kerwin and return to the Baran immediately. We haven't seen the last of Jula and her forces, and there is a nasty digital virus still running wild in the Baran systems. Seeing as we have the solution to that little problem, I think it's high time we delivered it to Captain Lorca.
We set a course back outside of the system, clearing the asteroid field as Kerwin beams back. We never got our tour of the prison, but what is notable here is how different Landry is from her portrayal in Discovery. In that show, she is very cynical and still loyal, but definitely has the very same, for the greater good attitude, that she objects to here. She downright states that the ends do not justify the means, and the cost isn't always worth it, while in Discovery she has embraced that philosophy and is a lot less outgoing.
Captain, Lieutenant Kerwin is aboard and we are ready to depart the system.
Unfortunately, we'll see a reason for this soon.
Sounds like the Klingons are making another push in that sector. Securing Prior's world is of the utmost importance, so I want you to render assistance to the Baran as soon as possible. I'm sending other vessels in the region to join the effort, but until they arrive, the burden will fall on your shoulders alone. Good luck and Godspeed. Kensington out.
We have our orders, and we return to the Baran at Prior's world to help in holding it against the Klingon front. Now we have a way to remove the Klingon program, and we know what to look out for. Things might go well. Klingons have used DNA sequencing in the past. It's something we should have seen coming. In the 22nd century, they used it to smuggle information. Now they're doing the same thing, it's just this information has teeth. The computer virus. So, until then, thank you for watching the Star Trek Online story series, and I hope to see you back for the next part. Until then, I've been Rick, and thanks again for watching, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.